Welcome to Positive Waves. My name's Matthew Collinson, and this is my great friend.
I'm Joseph Soma.
And today we have a guest on who's been a good friend of mine now, more recently, the past couple of years. We met a couple of years ago now within like the men's circle, which I thought was pretty cool. And he is an app developer and is creating something that is going to help send a positive wave around the world. So I thought it was appropriate to have him on the show. So without further ado, I'd like to introduce Sarad. And if you would like to give them a couple minutes as to where you come from and what you are about here and what your app's about as well.
Awesome. So thank you for the introduction. Hi, everyone. My name is Sarad. As Matthew mentioned, I develop an app. So I'm located in California. I started this app. The app name is called StretchYo. So this is about habit and like productivity app. So I kind of started with that. Now I have a team of 5 people who are working closely with me. And yeah, so we are like 6 months now after we launched, and we improved massively, the new designs, and we keep continuing adding new features. I'm really excited about this journey so far.
So what made you want to develop this app?
Yeah, so the idea for the app came out, as I was doing, as I started learning about myself with the personal development books that I was doing. And then I started practicing the daily habits and seeing how life changes, and also being in the community of the like-minded individuals. So that really changed my life massively, towards achieving my goals. And I studied habits are actually the code of our life. We don't choose our lifestyle. We think about it, but our habit kind of dictates it. So, after learning that, I was like, oh, wow, it was like awakening for me to realize that. And, and I started doing, this habit with some of my friends. And then I realized, okay, what if there was something easier option, and technology. I'm really passionate about technology. Growing up, I work in tech field, and so I was thinking, what if I use right now we are all using technology, so much dependent on technology for pretty much everything, and so integrated in life. And I was thinking, how can, I was looking at some of these social medias. They are so addictive. They keep us in their, app scrolling all the time. And I was curious about what are they using to get us so much hooked? And they are the first companies, they didn't advertise, and yet billions of people use it. So what are they doing? I was like, okay, we already see 10 years of social media, and people are seeing all these negative effects on life. So I was curious about what they're doing. And so, some of the behavioral science, I studied them, and I used some of them to help people get into the habits. And so that's why the idea of the app came. And, I'm working passionately on it, knowing that, how habits can change the life. It's just amazing. Yeah.
Yeah, I find that to be super important as a coach myself. I find that the habits are exactly what people make of them. And that is to shape your life how you want to shape it, if you want to shape it intentionally. So I think it's a brilliant idea that you now have created something so easy and intuitive to use for people to be able to kind of track those daily habits. Walk us through the setup of how a person would really use your app in order to create whatever outcome they were looking for.
Sure. So the message with our app is tailored around challenges. There are many apps around there, you can track your progress, but they are not provoking you to do actions over a period of time. So as opposed to that, what we do is we are letting user know that you are getting into the challenge, because changing habit is a challenge, on its own. So what we are doing is every goal they set, it gives them feelings of they're doing the challenge. So what it does, even they accomplish 1 or 2 days, they get a sense of feeling of getting completed the challenge. So the sign up process is very easy. They can just, the app is available both on iOS and Android. They can just quickly download app, log in with their Gmail account or, Apple ID, and then they're in the dashboard. From there, they can, start creating their tasks for the habit, and they can choose any categories they want to. Let's say they want to get like workout, they can pick a category workout and what kind of workout they want to do, and they can set the time and also the timeline, how many days they want to start. Ideally, we recommend people like we're trying to get into the journey, just start with the 3 days, bare minimum 3 days. So, and once they complete that, it sets the momentum to keep going. And they can also invite their friend who wanted to also work out. Oftentimes what happens is like, okay, let's say I want to work out, but after I do third day, I don't want to feel like it. As opposed to that, when inviting someone else, that keeps the accountability piece together. So it helps to go further. So that's how we tailored our app. And so.
That's brilliant, man. Like, that's a great idea. I find that to be most effective as well when you're working with others, like we were just talking about for the personal development. Yeah. It's the same thing when you get around.
It is so important. Exactly.
Joe, what are your thoughts?
Kind of liking the sound of this app. I didn't catch the name of it. Has it launched? You said it's 6 months. 6 months ago it launched?
Yeah. It's called StretchYo. So we're just, giving the message for users with the name only, like stretch out of comfort. That is our brand slogan. So StretchYo, you can find it, same word together.
Awesome. And so it's based like on any type of personal development. So if you want to improve anything in your life, you would have some way to utilize the app to do such?
Yes, that is right. So we have given flexibility. There are different categories one can choose. Let's say they want to focus on the health, like, eating healthy food, or, education, like reading, like get into the reading habits. So there's a lot of flexibility that user can choose from, and, they can create their custom type also. If they don't find something that's already in the app, users have flexibility to create their own. And also, like, once they create, invite their friend to do the challenge. And we have the messaging within the app also, where they can connect with the people who are together in this challenge and send a message. And the app also sends a reminder message throughout the day, like if users don't log their goals, encouraging. And we have tailored the messaging around like it is more motivating. And so once the friend completes the challenge, it also sends a reminder that like, okay, hey, your friend Joe completed the challenge, you want to get on, complete your tasks also. So that keeps the accountability going. And it is so important, right? Habit change, it's very daunting thing and it's scary. So having someone like-minded in this journey is so important in changing habits. So
that's amazing. I mean, for those that don't have that accountability buddy, this app sounds like it is that accountability buddy. It can keep you on track. But like if Matthew and I were doing, a 30-day thing or something, we'd almost turn it into a challenge where, who can get it knocked out, first in the day or something like that, and just, have fun with it.
That's not fair. That's not fair, Joe. You're 3 hours ahead. I'm not getting up at wait, now that'd be like, shoot, 2 a.m.
Well, you're doing the 5 a.m. club thing. So if I just get up at 8 o'clock, okay.
Yeah, but you have like 24 hours to complete, that counts in the same day. So, 5 a.m. club. Yeah, that's another, it's amazing.
Yeah. Have you studied that a bit?
Yeah. I'm in a group with friends. We started with the 5 a.m. club 5 years back, Robin Sharma's book. It is amazing, I'm not consistent now at 5 a.m., but still doing those things, right? So 20-20-20 rule, getting the first 20 minutes, like taking time to journal, meditate, and planning the day throughout the day. It is amazing. We also have another features within the app that can create like to-dos. So really allowing users to, what are the top 3 for the day? Because if we are setting a lot of goals, we're not actually prioritizing our day. So, we also have this to-do where user can add their, what are the top 3 goals or, any tasks they want to complete for the day. And we also have like a Pomodoro timer, which helps users to get focused on the tasks. Oftentimes we are so distracted in today's time, like the information's flooding all over, and like, notification that keeps us from one thing to another. It's, its attention is always going from one thing to another. So as opposed to that, we're trying to also be like a marketplace for the productivity. So we have this Pomodoro timer where users can run the background music of a binaural frequency that helps relax the brain, and they can focus on their specific tasks.
That's cool. Yeah, I do that with I did that a lot as I was growing into my personal development journey. So I get that the frequency is amazing stuff. What it can do.
Exactly. So you know what I'm talking about. So yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah, I used to listen a lot to the Earth frequency, that deeper,
like white noise and like the brown noise. Yeah, thick noise.
I love getting in touch with the Earth energy. It's fun.
Yeah.
So do you like host like a group or like a weekly like group around this app that you host for people that are coming in, like an intro call kind of thing? Or do you host like a weekly like mastermind kind of group where people come to you and like can ask questions, or a monthly thing or anything like that?
You know what? I haven't like formally started like that yet, but right now, so people are like kind of connecting with me, through my social media if they have any questions, but I have like, we have a different social media outlet, and where, I kind of promote video of like what features is out, what we're rolling out, and like walkthrough of it. To the most part, but having this community it's another plan for this quarter that we're looking for. So creating a like a weekly live session where I'll go live from my social media and answer any questions. So that's been planned, but we haven't had like chance to do like masterminding around, but something we are considering for this quarter.
So these daily habits, I know that they are super important, and we always talk about them on this show for sure. So when did you originally start getting into daily habits? How long ago?
I think it was like, around 6-7 years now.
6, 7, 8 years.
I kind of started my journey with the 5 a.m. Club, the Robin Sharma's book. And that's when I met Wolfgang and, other friends. And so we are like the community buddies. We keep each other accountability, and realized that it was so important because, we started with the 66 days challenge. That's when Robin Sharma says like, it takes time to form the habit. Mm-hmm. So, during the process, right? So we need to understand what happens within that journey of habit. The first 22 days is the deconstruction phase where we are overcoming, our limiting beliefs is dying. And in a way, it feels like a death. So that is scary. And if we don't have someone to lean back around that time who keeps us like, motivated to keep going, it is scary. Like most of the time, people quit around this time. They cannot push themselves further than 22 days. And after 22 days, there's another phase. It's like confusion. Okay, I did that. I don't know. I'm not seeing the good result I wanted. I'm not seeing changes. People are still in doubt. And after 44 days, there is to the place where it gets easier. They're seeing the changes and like, oh, I see that change. And they're more motivated themselves. So this journey is so important. And having someone within that journey, it is vital. So, to keep us push through that. And sometimes it takes more than 66 days because not every habits are the same, right? So we need, and the latest science has shown that it takes about like 60 to 90 days. So, having like accountability friends within that time is so crucial to change that. I love this quote by Robin Sharma. He says, like, all changes are hard in the beginning, messy in the middle, and like gorgeous at the end. So, we want to get to that gorgeous end, but we have to go through this valley of, all this messy phase and hard phase to get there. And having this community of like-minded people is so important, until we get there. Yeah.
It's been out for 6 months. What is the goal for you guys for how far you want to bring this? Like what's your goal on like kind of like subscriber kind of things?
Yeah, that's a good question. So really what we're looking for, as a CEO of this app, where my vision is to be like a marketplace for all the personal development features under one subscription fee. So, how there are a lot of many apps, they offer like one feature and they're charging subscription fee, there's another one. So as opposed to that, what we're trying to do is like be really like a powerhouse of personal development things. So right now, all our features are tailored to our like goal setting aspect. And the next set of features that we're already working now is the wellness aspect. And the feature that we are working right now is the breathing. And how we've seen like the latest neuroscience is catching up on this these ancient tools of breathing meditation. So we are working on different types of breathing and meditations. So and also we are also working on adding some lo-fi music that helps users to relax and really or develop some features that are tailored to that. And we also recently hired a machine learning engineer. So we are also using some AI to customize this habit based on the user's, journey. So I'm excited with, the changes that coming on this quarter for us. So
I was just thinking that sounds amazing. I was just reading through the app information and whatnot, and it was like $2.99 to $29.99 for different buy-ins on the app. So what type of stuff do you have currently for, say, the $30 package?
Yeah, so for the $30, it's a yearly subscription, and users can access like all the features that we have, and also any new features that will be rolling out, right? So I just said about the breathing feature, so that will be available within the same subscription price. And we also have like a weekly dashboard where user can see like, reflect back on how their week was, like looking at how many goals they completed for, their habits or, their to-dos or Pomodoro timers. So all this information is access to them. And any features that will be rolling out. So
that's amazing. I mean, it sounds like the Fitbit tracker where you can tell how many days you reached your steps and all of that, or how great a sleep you got. It's, it's another way to stay on top of your journey and keeping yourself on track. I love it. It sounds amazing.
The StretchYo.
Stretch out of your comfort. That's where life happens. Out of comfort. Doesn't happen in comfort. That's our slogan. So we're trying to really encourage people to get out of the comfort and trying to make it easier for users to reach their goals. That's what we are passionate about.
So for less than a cost of a date, a person could change their life for the better.
Exactly.
Are you sick and tired of being single? Improve on yourself first.
Yeah. We got to improve ourselves first to change the world.
All starts with the internal game, man. I'll link back to your app, obviously, through the web or through YouTube and that kind of thing. And we'll
thank you.
Set up a few reels from this as best we can. Is there any last minute things that you would like to tell the audience about your app, or about how to get in contact with you, even so that, if anyone wants to work with you or through you, I mean, that'd be a great way to do that.
Yeah. So, if, so we also have affiliate options where, if there are like people who are into this common niche of personal development, they have their audience, they want to promote the app, we also have that options available. And if there's any questions related to the habits and productivity, anything like that, I keep posting every day on our social media, all social media channels. So they can contact there, find the information there, like the studies, so I'm pretty much updated myself with the latest things happening with the neuroscience, psychology, and all these things. So I keep my content tailored around that. It's all available on social media under StretchYo app name. And yeah, that's the best way to contact for any questions related to the app, any feedbacks. They can send an email to stretchyo@stretchyo.com for any feedbacks, and always looking to look for feedback to improve the product, right? So because we are trying to create this product for the users, and any feedback is always welcome, and we massively improved our dashboard all because of the users feedback. So I highly appreciate any feedback user may have.
Beautiful. And we will link those in the description below for anybody who are interested in getting in touch with that. We'll do a couple of the social medias for you, Sarad, of course.
Awesome. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you so much, you guys. It's been a fun conversation.
Glad we did this, though. And I feel like if anybody here in the audience does want to take control of their habits, they need to get this app today. And again, go download it. You can check out their trial, and then I would just pay the annual fee for $30. You can't help but change your life. So do it. Talk to you guys soon, and I hope you have a wonderful day.